An open and angry letter to major news networks. For many years, I and many people worldwide have watched and listened to the programs you air for our news, be it hard-hitting investigative reporting, updates from the world of politics or business, or the fluffy, heartwarming pieces about things like the royal wedding or a long-lost dog now found. While I understand it is hard to talk about every news story as in-depth as some might like, I have found your coverage, or should I say complete lack of coverage, concerning the SOPA and PIPA bills to be utterly disgusting. It is rare that such an issue, which would affect so many people worldwide in such a dramatic way, would go nearly completely uncovered by all major news networks. That something as powerful as your networks would allow such a huge story to go without mention. You have allowed corporate interests to decide what people should and should not know about. With an act as heinous as this, I can no longer regard you as news. While such statements were once reserved for the likes of News Corp, the owners of Fox News, it seems you now wish to fully throw in your support for how they run their business. Your networks, ABC, NBC, MSNBC, CBS, CNN, and Fox, as well as their parent companies, Comcast, Viacom, News Corp, and Time Warner, should also bear a brunt of public shame for your handling of such an issue. Many people may wish to put the blame onto the politicians and lobbyists who wrote, supported, and voted for such a bill, and rightly so, but much of it should be laid at your feet for your support through inaction. Your institutions have now become yet another symbol of the corruption that corporations inject into the lives of and politics of nations. But I feel there was a silver lining to your inaction. You allowed the people of the world who make up the internet to become angry, to fester with their contempt for your lack of coverage and the actions of the politicians. Slowly, without your help, the news spread worldwide, seeping into everyday conversations, blogged and posted about in different ways and styles. Eventually, websites that people used every day, Google, Wikipedia, Reddit, could no longer stand idle, as they so often do, and their day of blackout very quickly woke the world to the actions and inactions of the government and yourselves. You allowed the internet to become a force you could not stop, as much as you tried not to allow it to be known widespread, which, in days past, would have been enough. Now it seems your existence is entirely optional, and we can learn and pass information faster and more in-depth than you seem to be capable of. Remember that, at your next board meeting, trying to decide how to boost viewership. I eagerly await for you to return to reporting news in a hard-hitting and in-depth manner universally. Until then, well, I'll continue to use the new emerging medias, no matter what you do to try and stop them. Sincerely, like-minded people of this planet.